Hello Sagittarius, hello my fire family, how are you? Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends. The week ahead is in and around Valentine's Day, so if anything comes up in love, I will let you know. Thank you for clicking here, Sag. I am your Sag sister. It is in my rising. I'm a Taurus sun, but I'm a Sag rising, and I'm really grateful for it because being a Taurus sun is pretty serious business. Ask anybody who is a Taurus sun. All right, we're going to throw some oracles here. And then we're going to follow up with tarot. Let's find out what's going on here. Let's find out what's going on for you, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming for you in the week ahead, my friend? What is coming for you in the week ahead, Sag? Tell me about Sag. Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Sag. My fire families. Tell me about Sag. We do have the light, and the light being card 19 is the sun in this deck. So something is coming to light. When the sun shows up, everything's in bloom. Everything is growing. You, personal, professional, spiritual growth. But something is coming to light here. A light is being shed on something. We do have memories of love. Okay, so it feels like you are going to be sort of stuck in some nostalgic memories. To me, the memories of love to me is the 6. We've got the 6 here. It is the 6 of cups. That's what it feels like. So I think that next week, the spotlight for you is on memories of people that you've loved in the past. And it doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be somebody who possibly has passed over. You could be thinking about the past. Thinking about maybe last year, but it could be for some of you thinking about the past, about people that you've loved and people that you've lost, maybe that aren't in your life anymore, but it definitely could be people that you have lost in this life. And if that's you, I'm so sorry. But it feels like you are, the light is being cast upon some sort of memories that you have here. We do have heartache and loss. Okay, so it did feel like that before I pulled this card. It did feel like for some of you that you are having nostalgic memories about someone who may have passed. Now, if this is you, I'm sorry that happened, but this is already someone has passed by the time you watch this. So I'm not telling you, I'm not predicting anyone's going to pass away. So I do feel like the memories of love, whether they are romantic or platonic, it feels like it hurts you to remember this, but it feels like next week is a week when I feel like you're very focused on it, or there's a spotlight on it, or it's something that you can't stop thinking about. Bottom of the deck, we have material and spiritual prosperity. So it could be someone that you're thinking of who helped you out in the past, possibly. We do have spiritual strength. So it does say spiritual prosperity and material, and here we have spiritual strength. So we do have 6s here. And yeah, the 6s are about encouragement and refocusing yourself. But it feels like you are in memories in the week ahead. You're remembering something here. Let's go for tarot. If you are interested in a private read, please know that there is a sale on right now, Sagittarius, 10% off any of my readings. Please look below in the description. Click on the word more and you will see the details. There's a code that you do need to take over to Wizio in order to get your 10% off. The prices you see that are posted are regular prices. You will get 10% off of that during checkout. All right, here we go. Let's talk about it. Let's find out what's going on with the sun. Tell me about the sun. What is the light being shed on for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay, so I want to say that the light is being shed on a lot of change. Yeah, there's going to be, maybe you've been going through a lot of change, but I think it's in the week ahead. Starting early in the week, there is going to be some sort of a large change. Now, I think it's going to be positive overall, but understand that the Wheel of Fortune can also be a little bit of your irritation because there is change, right? And not everybody likes change, especially... And I always say especially because I'm a fixed sign, but especially Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, right? That fixed sign energy. But really, you could have it in the sun and the moon, and maybe you're just a person who doesn't like change. You don't have to be a fixed sign or have a fixed energy. But it does feel like there are changes coming. They are fated changes. They are designed to move you forward in a fortunate way. But when the light shines on them, when you see these changes coming, it may sort of put you in this energy of memories of love. So I want to say that as this wheel moves forward into the future, that maybe you're leaving something behind. And so that's what's triggering these memories of love here. You may be leaving someone behind to go along with someone else. We do have Ace. Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups. So that's what it does feel like. I really love this depiction. Somebody's making a little heart there. But I do feel like it's new love. I feel like a new love is coming into your life, Sagittarius, and you're gonna be feeling hard change. And the change is, I feel like you're leaving someone in the past in favor of a new love. So it feels like you have been pulling away, and while you're stuck in these memories of love, new love shows up for you. So I feel like that whatever is changing that didn't look good, I want to say that maybe there's been some loss, but maybe having the light on the Wheel of Fortune now, you understand now that you had to see your way through the change, right? That's the reason that the sun shows up, to give you clarity so you can grow and you can see what's coming, and what's coming is a lot of change. So I feel like whilst you're going through memories of love of someone that you've lost, and it could be a member of the family, it could be someone you were in love with, it could be a lost relationship, a divorce, take it as it is. For you, it feels like you are experiencing heartache and loss, and then this new person shows up in your life, this new path of love, brand new love is showing up for you. We do have the Five of Swords. So it does feel like you're kind of, when this person shows up, I don't think you're completely detached from the past, because you're still in these memories of love here. We do have the Five of Swords, and I think you're fighting it. I think you're fighting your thoughts. I think you're fighting yourself. I usually see this as arguments between people or not being able to come to an agreement, but I do think it's within the self. That's what it feels like to me today. I'm going to say don't miss this opportunity. This is a new opportunity, and for some of you, you will give up this opportunity in favor of waiting for the person from the past. But for others of you, I feel like, there's someone here offering a cup, and this cup here, right? There's someone here offering a cup, but it almost feels as though that you might be so deep in heartache and loss that you might end up missing an opportunity. So don't get too stuck in your head. Don't get too stuck in your thoughts here. Now, this is for the week ahead, my friends. I'm going to throw a couple more cards here, and that's going to be for a little bit further to that. Maybe it's a little bit after Valentine's Day, right? That's kind of the marker for February. But don't forget, we still have a new moon coming up on the 10th of February, and then we have a full moon coming up. I think it's on the 25th. Could be on the 24th. I could be wrong. If you know, put it in the comments. That would be great. All right, let's find out what's coming up in the third week of February. Let's call it that. It is a leap year this year, isn't it? All right, we've got destiny. Look at that. So this person, I feel, is your destiny. We do have card number 18. So I feel like maybe you are in hermit mode. 1 and 8 is 9. You might be hermiting. You might be someone who's in hermit mode because you're stuck in your head about feelings about someone from the past, possibly arguing with yourself. But I feel like destiny is knocking at your door. I feel like this is, as you are in these memories of love, I feel like somebody new shows up on the scene here. We do have opportunity, a destined opportunity. I love it. For something to change, it says keys open doors. So I feel like you possibly need to keep your eyes peeled, because I feel like you're going to meet somebody somewhere. I don't know how, through a friend, at a place of celebration, whatever it is. Yield to patience, my friend. We have card number 3. For some of you, you could be meeting an Empress, or maybe you are the Empress. The Empress is Libra and Taurus. Maybe you are that person. And really, when we say the Empress, really all that means is that the Empress is someone who's got a lot of wisdom. She's not just the Queen of Cups, who's pretty important. She's not just the Queen of Wands, who's pretty important. She's not just the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Pentacles. She's all of them. She's very balanced. She knows what she's doing. I say she because generally that's the feminine leaning energy, but please understand you can be a masculine and feminine at the same time. This is feminine leaning energy, but you could be a man who's an Empress as well. All right, tell me about this Wheel of Fortune, please. What's going on here? What are these changes that are taking place? These are permanent changes. For some of you, it could be someone who's coming back around. The Wheel of Fortune could mean that, having another go around, right? And I feel like for some of you, you've realized that these changes are necessary. And when you make these changes, they will be permanent. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, you are waiting for change. You're just begging for it. You're like, I just need something different here. I feel like change is coming, but it's being concealed from you. And I think that it will come to light when it's supposed to, but what I want to say that while you've been waiting for change, it's been happening. Change has been happening behind the scenes. I don't think that you see it here because it's being concealed from you, but big change is coming, Wheel of Fortune, and you've been waiting for it, and you can't see it because it's being concealed from you by the universe. We have 2 major arcana cards here. The universe is making the plans now. It's like you don't have anything to do with it. All you can do is use your agency to react or respond. That's it. This stuff is coming at you, and I feel like you have no control over it because you can't see it, Sag. We do have the Five of Pentacles. It feels like there is, for some of you, it's money. For some of you, what you don't see is there's a raise. There is, what you don't see is that you are going to be getting out of this Five of Pentacles energy, if that is a financial thing for you, and you've been waiting for somebody to say something in your favor, bring something to light, that you'll win something, that it'll be very clear, and they'll be very clear with you about you winning. I want to say that you've been feeling in lack for a little while, but when the Wheel of Fortune is here, it's rolling everything forward, so you better hang on. It feels like what you can't see coming is that you're going to be out of this Five of Pentacles because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and that the Sun is here, so you're going to be able to see everything clearly. You're going to be able eventually to see these changes as they are happening, but you don't see them. Some of them are happening behind the scenes. We have the Seven of Pentacles, right? And the Seven of Pentacles is about waiting. It's about waiting until the time is right. And it's like, I've put so much effort in it up to here, I don't want to quit. And I think that some of you are right before the point where you would quit. But it feels like for whatever reason, the universe has you hanging on. And I think that you are. So for some of you, if you're having issues with money, the Wheel of Fortune is here to clear that up for you. And for those of you who have been waiting, feeling in lack, feeling on the outside looking in of somebody's life, you are about to come across that person. There is a destined opportunity coming here for you and new love. Tell me about this. Tell me about the Ace of Cups, please. We have the King of Pentacles. So this person is the one that's ready to settle down. If we are talking about love, this person is the one that's ready to settle down. For some of you, the thing, it does feel like it's love, though. I'm going to say this person is the one who is financially stable. This person maybe isn't super wealthy, but they are somebody who knows their pentacles. They are somebody who is ready to settle down with someone to be the provider, because that's who the King of Pentacles is. The King of Pentacles is the one king that is the most grown, the one most adult, the most, the one who is ready to give it all to somebody here, very comfortably so, feeling very balanced in their energy. So I feel like for some of you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you could be meeting someone who's an earth sign. It doesn't have to be. We do have the Four of Swords in the reverse. So this is someone who I feel has just come out of healing, someone who has come out of possibly mental healing. We could also be talking about you because we're in this memories of love energy here. It does feel like this person who is new to you, though, is somebody who is going to ask you out. Now, I don't know where you meet them. It might be at a celebration. I was saying that at the beginning of the reading. It might be a celebration that you meet them at. Maybe you're invited somewhere. The Three of Cups is here, but it almost feels like you're coming out of hiding or coming out of this Four of Swords energy where you're really barely making communication with anybody. It's like spotty to no communication with the people around you that really love you and the people who you usually would commiserate with. You go to movies with them or have dinner or whatever it is. It feels like you might meet somebody while you're out at some sort of a function. But this is a new love for sure. Tell me about the heartache and loss here, because I feel like you're still feeling the heartache and loss as at the end of the week. But look at this. The deal is that the death card shows up, right? So we are talking about this sort of energy ending. And I really do believe that the Five of Swords is within you. I feel like you're fighting yourself. I feel like you're fighting your thoughts, that you're trying to fight back tears. It feels like this person that shows up on the scene does such a good job of pursuing you. This is the masculine leaning energy with the King of Pentacles. Someone does such a good job at pursuing you and taking care of you and taking you out. And it almost feels like it heals things, that this is coming to an end. This energy of loss is feeling like it's coming to an end here. Tell me about the Death card. That is Scorpio energy, by the way. We do have the King of Swords in the reverse. And we do have the 5 of Cups. So I want to say with the 2 5s, me as a reader, when I see 1 5, it is lack. When I see 2 5s, it's quick change from the lack to something that's better than that. Now, we do have you here as being very quiet, sort of in your sorrow. I think that you're suffering in silence. I want to say that you're not saying anything to anybody, that it's a sad time, I think. The week ahead might be sort of a weepy time for you, where you're having nostalgic memories about maybe a relationship that didn't work out, or maybe a best friend you don't talk to anymore, whatever it is for you. But it feels like that is coming to an end. And I want to say that whatever sadness you've had here that you're suffering in silence, that is coming to an end here. No more fighting yourself. I feel like that things are going to quickly change by the end of the week. There's going to be quick change here. Tell me what's changing. For Sagittarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's changing. No more pain, no more sadness here. So we do have the 10 of Swords is in the reverse. So I feel like you're letting go of some of the hurt. You're letting go of some of the pain. It feels like somebody here, this person shows up and all of a sudden things just kind of flip for you. And you start thinking more positive because this person is bringing in positive, stable, grounded energy. They're very dependable. This person is going to pursue you in a stable, grounded way, very slowly. But it feels like what you're releasing here is pain and sadness. Now, we do have the King and the Queen of Fire here. And so depending on who you are, I feel like if you are the masculine leaning energy, if you identify with that, I feel like you are the person who is going to feel inspired to step forward and decide that I'm no longer going to feel this sadness. It's like a quick change. I'm no longer going to feel this sadness. I'm going to maybe speak it out, maybe talk to somebody about it. If you are the feminine leaning energy, I don't think that you're ready to talk yet. I want to say that you're kind of inward. That's something that's private for you. It's something that you don't want to see people, you don't want people to see you cry. You don't want people to see you weepy. So I feel like if you are the masculine, I feel like you are the person who is going to step out of it and start moving forward. If you are the feminine, I feel like you're still going to linger in the sadness for a little bit, but I really do feel like the King of Pentacles is here to pull you out of it. Also, we do have the King and the Queen here. I feel like no matter who you meet, whether they're Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it feels like this person makes you forget it. I want to say this is a soulmate connection for you. This is somebody who you're going to feel very connected to in a soul type way, whether they are a friend or a lover. Take it as it resonates. But I feel like you're just not, if you're the feminine, you're not quite ready to open up yet. But if you are the masculine, I feel like you're ready to step forward and you're ready to try something new. So we do have this energy here that is a little bit further to that particular week ahead, right? That's the 3rd week. And we do have a destined opportunity here. What is this about? Destined opportunity for Sag, please. Tell me what this is. We do have something that you've been sort of up in your head. You've imprisoned yourself in the mind about it. Or it comes along when you're having a hard time making a decision about something. Or maybe you will have a hard time making a decision about this destined thing here. We have the Ace. Okay, that takes you at least out of the 8, right? It takes you to a place of a little bit of worry, a little bit of anxiety, looking too far in the future, too far in the past. We do have you with loving memories here, but it does feel like you do have some sort of an idea, an epiphany, a triumphant moment that brings you out of the 8 of Swords, it feels like, when this opportunity shows up here, this destined opportunity. What is it, please? You're going to get some clarity on something that you've been wondering about. You're going to get clarity on the Empress. Maybe you are the Empress. Take it as it resonates, right? You're either getting clarity about the Empress or you are the Empress who is in this Ace of Swords energy. It's an aha moment or a moment of realization or a moment of clarity. You realize that something is here for you. I feel like you're meeting new love, and it feels like you're, like I said at the very beginning of the reading, it feels like you're about to disconnect from something, leave a love interest in the past because they are not pursuing you. And I feel like this person here either has an epiphany, or we do have somebody here who gets out of their head long enough to pursue the Empress. That's what it feels like this opportunity is. Tell me about this opportunity. And this is a destined connection here. It feels like that. This is a destined connection. Tell me about the opportunity, please. Wow. Okay. The destined opportunity is pretty damn big. There it is. It feels like it's all of it. And it may not be immediate that you notice this, but it feels like this opportunity is turning into 10 pentacles here. We do have the 5 of Wands in the reverse, no more indecision, not feeling like there's any competition, because this king is going to make you feel like you're the only one in the room. We do have the Hierophant in the reverse, and it tells me that you're not ready for marriage. You're not ready for a commitment, but that's okay. It feels like you will be possibly entertaining commitment in the future, but when this person shows up, you're not ready. Why? Because you're still emotionally or energetically connected to the person in the past here. But I feel like you're ready to speak. I feel like you're ready to be honest. You're ready to let somebody know your secrets here. The High Priestess is here in the reverse, is revealing secrets. It's time to talk. I'm going to say something, right? Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. I don't think you see any of this. I feel like it's coming up in the week ahead and you don't see any of it. I feel like for those of you who are deep in sadness because of something you've lost in the past, I think that you're about to flip it because the Wheel of Fortune is here and it's making things move in a fortunate direction. It is time. It's time for you to disconnect from this, and it's time for you to accept new love, whether that is the King of Wands or the King of Pentacles. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here, Sag. I appreciate you, my Saggy family. I'm going to go for now. And of course, I'm going to be back. I'm always back, y'all. Love ya. Bye.